Cross Corsair Strigidae by Nero. The artwork that you'll see on the front page is actually by the Kite, who makes very impressive, not safe for work art. And honestly, when I look at it, I feel it's on par with stuff you see from Marvel Knights comics. I wish I had such talent, the stories I'd bring to life, but that's neither here nor there. When the US military first captured a working Chinese stealth suit, they focused on copying the stealth suit capabilities. However, visor components was left to be reverse engineered by Commonwealth Institute of Technology. With the great collapse and destruction of the CRIT campus, the project was thought to be lost, but with recent excavations from within the institute, the technology has been recovered, and the project resumed. Named after Owl for its superior vision, the Strigidae visor is capable of greatly augmenting the wearer's vision in a multitude of useful ways, from highlighted potential threats to targeted assistances. The Strigidae suit is made up of 4 unique components: the undersuit, arm guards, visor, and overcoat. Each part has its own customizations. By default, the mod does not edit any level list. However, it comes with a settings holotape, which can be used to run scripted injector into the default list of leveled cursors. If you already have a balanced mod that affects cursors, or you don't want anyone else to have the Strigidae suit, throw away the holotape and that's the end of that. This mod was made with a vanilla body for males in mind and CBBE for females in mind. However, there is a vanilla female version in the file section. Overall, there is a lot here to offer, and in typical fashion of Nero mixing work with the Kite, this covers a lot of bases in the sense of it has something for everyone to offer. Someone who just straight up likes what it is right out of the box, fantastic. You can switch from a one-piece suit to a 2-piece with pants. The gloves have different versions. The coat is like the best part in my opinion. For some reason, it almost reminds me of Gambit from the 90s X-Men comics. Personally, I'd love to own this coat in real life. If I had the money, I would commission this guy I know who does leather work, makes amazing stylish coats. I'd have him make this for me if I had the cash to cover it, but I do not. If only I was YouTube famous. Overall, I have to say this is another great mod by Nero, and I've covered multitudes of Nero's mods, and I've covered a multitude of Nero's mods that incorporated very sexy outfits from the Kite. On top of that, this mod does offer a sort of sexy variant. Like, this can go from being tactical to stealthy, it can go from being cyberpunk, Blade Runner, future cool, to just being flat out sexy or sexualized, if that bothers anybody. Now, for me personally, I'm not affected by this, and I'm sure some women out there screaming, patriarchy. But in all seriousness, it has a lot to offer. Everyone is covered here. Whether you're into sexy, slutty looking stuff, or if you just like it the way it is, there's something for everyone. And with the level of customization, color choices, it's pretty much insane. I'm really impressed with this. If you download this mod and you notice that it looks kind of underwhelming as far as textures go, that's because you're going to need to download the skin pack from Gumroad. I think it's called gumroad.com/Nero. From what I understand, the Nexus download is fully functional with 2K resolutions for the lure-friendly skin and the standard issue residential. Extra cosmetic skins in the Nexus download have low-res placeholders to keep the ugly pink default textures from showing up. The Gumroad download is a pay what you want with a minimum of 0.00 USD, meaning that every part of this mod is still free. No charges are required anywhere, and if you choose to pay, it is still considered a donation. There is a second 4K texture download that ups the resolution on all the skins, including the 2 base skins. I actually did this, and I gave a donation. I figured why not? You know, I'd much rather give a modder money flat out than give Bethesda a penny after Fallout 4 is released. And I know a lot of people don't agree with me on that, but I would much prefer this road. If modders did this, I think this is the way to go. Just me personally. You know, you're more inclined to give something, I guess. And I know not everybody has disposable income, but this is much preferably the way I would pay for a mod than Bethesda's Creation Club. They can eat my asshole, and I'll leave it at that. The McMillan CS5, a standalone sniper rifle by EVGA. This adds a brand new custom McMillan CS5 to the Commonwealth. The gun currently has the following attachments: 1 barrel, 1 long barrel, 3 muzzles, compressor, flash hinder, and suppressor. 4 stocks: no stock, stock off left, stock off right, stock on. Magazines: 4 standard, standard quick, large, large quick. 4 receivers: standard, hardened, and powerful advanced. 10 damage modifiers: 25 times 5.75x, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Sights: iron sight, glow sight, reflect, Elkin, night vision normal hybrid, medium, long, hunter, ballistic. 21 textures: standard, tan, 7 faction, 6 crystal, and 6 camo. As usual, remember to back up your saves before installing this mod. The mod takes no responsibility for broken saves. If you find any bugs, please include with as much detail as you possibly can in your bug report. Any bug reports in the comment sections will be ignored. There is a bug report tab for a reason. Any bug reports such as "don't twerk" will be ignored. Acquiring this gun, you can find it on many enemies, including the Brotherhood, Gunners, Synths, Raider bosses, and Minutemen, and some vendors. Compatibility: the weapon should be compatible with other weapon mods, as it is added to the level list through the custom script. This weapon is compatible with see-through combat scopes. Download the patch from the file sections. The beauty of Fallout, that I personally believe, is the gun mods. The level of detail, the artwork, the dedication to bringing these pieces to life, the model work are as crisp and sharp as you like. Truly magnificent. Sometimes it's awe-inspiring as you look at some of the dead-beaten textures of Fallout 4 vanilla, and then you pull out your beautiful modded weapon. You think to yourself, if only Bethesda put this much work into the damn wood grain I'm standing on. If you are a gun nut and you're still playing Fallout religiously for the fun of it, then this is probably a mod you're going to have to check out, especially if you're doing a sniper playthrough, because no corner was left unchecked or undone. The phrase escapes me at this moment. The artisanship on this gun speaks for itself. Sheer volumes. The attention to detail is everywhere, from the sculpt to the barrel itself to the receiver, the writing on the side. Magnificent. This is a great piece of work. I highly recommend it to anyone who is a gun collector in Fallout 4. Mod configuration menu by Rag2K, Nyanka, and Shadow Slasher 410. Mod configuration menu we might remember from Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas. I'm not quite sure if there's one for Skyrim, but I would not be surprised if there was. This is a bit of software program, whatever you want to call it, that gives you the ability to tweak certain mods that support it a little bit more in your pause menu, versus having to go through the sometimes arduous task of making a whole bunch of holotapes for each individual mod and clicking through stuff. And it's a little slow going through the holotape, watching it load and do all this crap and the animation, putting the holotape in and out, and you're like switching between fucking mods. This is actually quite awesome, and I recommend it for anyone who is using mods that support this. I'm also using Crafting Highlight Fix by Registrator 2000. This mod is pretty straightforward. Have you ever been annoyed with crafting stuff in Fallout where it's like that annoying green color and it's all kind of see-through and you can't really see what you're tweaking other than the little square box by whatever you selected? Well, this does away with that and actually makes your item that you're modding or changing visible, and it's easier to distinguish what exactly you're doing. I find it to be much cleaner, much more appealing, and it makes a hell of a lot more sense than what the hell Bethesda came up with. This is also another great mod if you continuously alter any armor, guns, etc. in Fallout 4. So I would highly recommend it. Cross Brotherhood Recon by Nero. The poster artwork was once again done by the Kite. The lore is, the Brotherhood Recon uniform was designed as a lightweight all-purpose field uniform for long-range reconnaissance patrols. Built from the combination of newly forged materials and old-world salvage, the Recon uniform provides units with the ability to effectively blend in with local populations while providing ample protection against the many hazards of the waste. Originally issued only for reconnaissance units, its effectiveness quickly gained notoriety, and it was now issued to more stationary units. The Recon uniform comes in 6 optional parts, including helmet, gas mask, sun shades, overcoat, gloves, and under armor. Each part can be customized to a degree. As an added bonus, the reconnaissance enlistment poster by the Kite can be earned and placed in the settlement system by doing a few basic Brotherhood of Steel quests. In the settlement menu, you can find the poster in decorations while decorations miscellaneous. The mod was made with vanilla male in mind and CBBE female bodies in mind. However, there is a vanilla version in the file section. Basically, you acquire this as the same as the last Nero outfit, either the chem station for ease of use or the cybernetics labs from the Cross Cybernetics. As before, this is highly customizable and suits many aesthetic purposes. Whether you like it for the lure-friendly vibe, the overall cool look I must admit it has, or if you simply just want to have your female character running around with nothing but straps covering her nipples, your bases are covered. Once again, Nero covers the whole gambit. Whether it's the person who wants a interesting, lure-friendly, tactical, cool uniform, or they want something slightly sexualized for their female character. There's a flavor for everyone involved. By the way, if you want higher resolution textures, you're going to have to go to Gumroad once again. And as I stated before, the download payment with a minimum of 0.0 USD, meaning that this is completely free, and if you decide to give money, it still counts as a donation. So the mod author doesn't twist your arm to get higher resolution textures. I took the liberty of giving a donation for this as well. Well, I should get out of here, as this took far too long to make, and taking care of a puppy eats up way too much time in the day and in video making. Rate, comment, subscribe if you so choose to. If not, to hell with it. Oh, Choochie, not now. I'm almost done. Thank you as always for tuning in with me and wasting time with me and checking out Fallout mods. I should have another one up the same time or within the same time next week, early in the day most likely. This is sort of like a get it out as quickly as possible because I'm way behind in videos. One-man army. Oh well, if you decide to follow me on social media, just know that each one of you behind me only makes my voice louder in an industry full of paid shills and corporate hand puppets. Should have said corporate sock puppets. Oh, to hell with it.